Hello, I'm Martin Park. You can call me Coach. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to maximize your wellness and performance, and in particular, the 3 keys that you will need to understand and then implement into your lifestyle if you wish to be able to achieve that. And these 3 keys are as equally useful to anyone who is looking to either improve their health or their performance or their overall well-being, as they work at the primary level of human functionality. So anyone and everyone will benefit by incorporating these keys into their life or program. Keys 1 and 3 are, in principle, very easy to implement, but in practice, for some people, they may be more difficult to do, as they both require a certain level of willpower and discipline. And key number 2 will, for most people, probably require some assistance to get it right, so take note on that one. Key number 1, eliminate or minimize all negative behaviors and habits. And negative behaviors and habits fall into 3 categories. But before I list what are the negative behaviors and habits, this is my recommendation as to who should eliminate them altogether or who can minimize them if they wish. If you are sick or unwell or living with a chronic illness, then I recommend eliminating categories 1 and 2 entirely until your situation changes, where at that time you can then consider judiciously introducing whatever you wish while also carefully monitoring your situation. If you are in good health and you are trying to maximize your performance in whatever area, then you can either eliminate categories 1 and 2 entirely for a period of time to see how you respond, or you can minimize them and consume or partake in them at your discretion. So continuing, negative behaviors and habits fall into 3 categories. Category 1, nutritional. And from a negative nutritional perspective, that means any food or liquid that is not a necessary requirement for human life and or maximum wellness. They include processed foods and snacks, such as chips, cookies, candy bars, high sugar breakfast cereals, and other processed foods that are typically high in added sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. Sugar-laden beverages. These include soda, energy drinks, sports drinks, sweetened fruit juices, flavored milk drinks, and other beverages with unnecessary added sugars. Most fast food. This includes hamburgers, fried chicken, French fries, chips, pizza, and other quick service restaurant offerings, which are all usually high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and empty calories. Sugary treats and desserts. This category encompasses foods like cakes, pastries, most ice cream and desserts, and sweet snacks that are high in added sugars and unhealthy fats. Highly processed meats. This includes sausages, hot dogs, bacon, deli meats, and canned meats. And finally, trans fats and high sodium foods of any kind that contains them. So again, if you are sick or unwell or living with a chronic illness, then I would eliminate all of the above until you get yourself back into a state of wellness. But if you are in good health, then you can either eliminate them if you are looking after maximizing performance, or minimize them if you are only looking to maintain a long-term high level of well-being. Category 2 in the eliminate or minimize all negative behaviors and habits key 1 are drugs of all kinds. And drugs of all kinds mostly fall into one of these groups: stimulants, opioids, hallucinogens, synthetic drugs, depressants, inhalants, dissociative drugs, performance-enhancing drugs, and designer drugs, with the most commonly used being alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, and cannabis. Again, if you are sick or unwell or living with a chronic illness, then I would eliminate all of the above until you get yourself back into a state of wellness. If you are well, then you are an adult, and it is your choice as to how you live your life. But be aware, nothing is free and without consequences, so be smart about it. And finally, category 3 in the eliminate or minimize all negative behaviors and habits key 1 is sleep. If you have any sleep problems or issues relating to either the quality or the quantity, they should be addressed and rectified by everybody, as sleep and rest and full recuperation are an essential component of living a healthy and productive life. So that is key number 1, the elimination or minimizing of all negative behaviors and habits. Key number 2, Supply your body with all the nutrients it needs on a daily basis. And this is not as easy as it sounds. Allow me to explain. Most people who are even a little bit into health and nutrition are aware of the macronutrients, protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And while these substances are extremely important, as they provide the building blocks and energy our bodies need, there are other essential elements that contribute to overall health and well-being that I believe are far more important to get right, and that is the micronutrients and essential vitamins, minerals, fats, and amino acids. Any deficiency in any one of them will cause you and your body considerable problems, as we don't have the ability to manufacture them within our bodies, so we rely on the foods that we eat to provide them. If you have a broad knowledge in nutrition, then you can work out what you need and then create a diet that will provide you with that. But if you don't know how to make sure that the food and the diet that you are following is providing everything that you need, then you will need to employ an expert. And by that, I mean someone with a complete understanding of the role of micronutrients. As a side note, if you want to try to do this on your own, which could take up a lot of your time, but it is possibly time well spent as it is knowledge that you'll always benefit by, then I highly recommend the app Chronometer. As unlike most of the online apps, it has a complete breakdown of all the micronutrients and, in my opinion, is the best in class. Plus, there is a completely free version, so avail yourself of that. And no, I'm not an affiliate or paid to say that. I just love the application and I use it all the time. So do yourself a favor and take a look at it to see if it meets your needs. And finally, key number 3, engage in as much physical activity as you can. Again, sounds straightforward, but let me break it down. Basically, physical activity can be broken down into 2 camps, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic activity refers to activities that require the use of oxygen to meet the body's energy demands. Examples include jogging, swimming, cycling, and brisk walking, among others. Whereas anaerobic activities are characterized by short bursts of intense effort that do not rely on oxygen for energy production. Examples include weight training, sprinting, and high-intensity interval training, among others. Aerobic activity is hugely important as it can be done continuously and for long periods of time, which burns lots of fuel, which then allows you to eat lots more nutrient-dense foods without gaining unnecessary weight, which in relation to key number 2 means you'll be taking in more food and calories and more micronutrients, so all good there. And the anaerobic activities will be taxing your body in a way that is hugely beneficial when it comes to your health and wellness and maximizing your performance capabilities, as it forces your body to keep going. Increased muscle strength, improved power and speed, enhanced anaerobic endurance, enhanced mental resilience, increased bone density, boosted metabolism and fat burning, improved insulin sensitivity, improved joint stability and injury prevention, elevation of human growth hormone and testosterone in both men and women, and the list goes on and on. In my opinion, in our modern sedentary world, with so few anaerobically stressful activities occurring naturally, everyone should train with weights. And those are my 3 keys to maximizing your wellness and performance. 3 simple things. Key number 1, eliminate or minimize all negative behaviors and habits. Key number 2, supply your body with all the micronutrients it needs on a daily basis. And key number 3, engage in as much physical activity, both aerobic and anaerobic, as you can. If you take the time to understand what I have presented here and then implement it into your lifestyle as much as you can, you will greatly improve your overall wellness and performance. That I can guarantee you. Also, just to let you know, I finally launched my new community website and my 10-week wellness and weight loss journey, which, if you are at a point in your life where you are finally ready to take control of your health and weight and well-being, then I highly recommend that you take a look and consider enrolling in my program, as it will be one of the best investments you will ever make. I will leave some links in the description. I thank you for listening, and I look forward to spending some time with you again. Bye for now.